Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, She Flirts Hard, but Men Just Look Away. Let's get right into it.
I have a question for my ladies, and my fellas too. Ladies, do y'all shoot your shot at men? Like in the DMs, if you were out at a bar, like would you just go up and approach them? Somebody asked me on live last night, like, do I approach guys or do I shoot my shot? And you know, I feel so conflicted with this. I don't mind if I feel like the vibes are there. There's been some flirtiness going on. You sent me a drink. You keep looking over my way. Sure, I would have no problem approaching. You liked a couple of my pictures, whatever. Like, if I have a 95% feeling that my shot is going to go in, I'm going to shoot it. But if I was feeling unsure about a guy, or if he walked into a party and I'm like, wow, he looks really good, my first reaction isn't going to be, let me go up, introduce myself, and shoot my shot. Oh no, baby. I'm going to wait for him to come to me. I would let him do all the work.
But where's your confidence? Don't want to talk about confidence all the time. You need a 95% feeling. Imagine that, right? The standard's so much higher for women. I mean, well, yeah. Well, higher, lower? The standard's lower for women, right? You need to almost guarantee that the man's going to mess with you. He needs to like a bunch of your pictures. He needs to send you a drink. He needs to send you a drink for you to approach him. Technically, he approached you. I'm just saying. And so, you know, it's funny because when the tables are turned, you see women's true colors. You see what they would really do, yet they hold us to a higher standard. We got to go above and beyond, chase them. And that's why men are not approaching women anymore. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly. You just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
I'm going to wait for him to come to me. I would let him do all the work.
I think for a lot of women, and I'm going to say that I speak for a lot of women, and especially like in this day and age, I think that a lot of us are single because men, honestly, y'all don't approach women no more.
To go approach her don't mean I want to come approach you. I don't have to.
Okay.
And it don't take nothing away from you.
But that wasn't the question. She was saying men don't approach women anymore.
Because
and
after 10, 20, 30 years, listen, after decades of men approaching women, and I used one example of me, a personal example, but after decades of men approaching women and getting clowned for it, I didn't come here for that. Go to the club. I ain't come here for that. Try to holler at you at church. I didn't come here for that. Try to talk to you in the grocery store. I didn't come here for that. Try to talk to you in the parking lot. Now I'm a creep. Now I'm stalking. Now I'm all of this and that. No, ma'am. Okay, we get the message. You put the yield sign up. You put the stop sign. We were taught to stop when we hear and see that stop sign. This is what we were taught. No, sweetheart. No, baby. I'm trying to tell you. No, I'm telling you about us. Listen, sweetheart. If you don't mind me getting the mic back.
I appreciate your conversation. I'll give you the mic back too, but I want everybody, I don't want to holler. Right? I don't want to holler. All right? I want to talk in the same tone that we talk. Right? It's conditioning. Decades of understand what it's like to be in these shoes. What it's like to walk in this skin, in this environment. It's not to pass judgment on nobody, but it's to say after decades of us being taught that this is how we gotta be. If this not what the women like, this ain't what we're doing.
Now I do like the way that he took the mic back from her just to, you know, reset the conversation. And of course he said it just right. Women have asked these men to not approach, and these men are not gonna do it. The women are gonna have to approach men now.
That's her way of flirting. That's her way of flirting. She just can't say, can I get your number? What's your Instagram? No, how old are you? Why are you asking me my age for, girl? Why are you asking me my age? And it's funny, I want to address a lady in the previous comment, in the previous section. You know, she's talking about how men don't approach women anymore. That's why women are single. No, y'all single because y'all don't listen. See, we don't approach you anymore because we listen. We've been listening to women. Oh, don't approach us. This is creepy. You guys are creeps. All these men want my attention. Oh my God, oh my God. I didn't come here for all that. So we listened, and you see the adaptation in real time. A lot of women are saying this. I've watched many videos. I've reacted to many videos of women saying men don't approach anymore. We have listened. But are women becoming more fit? Are women becoming more friendly? Are women becoming more feminine? Nope. That means y'all don't listen. It's simple. Women don't listen to men, but men listen to women, and this is why we have this conflict here in dating. So now y'all gotta approach, and do me a favor, start listening to what we say, get more fit, get more feminine, get more friendly, and you might see the tables turn again.
Hey! Why are you walking?
Because I'm at that hotel at the end.
You not from here?
No, I'm from Arkansas.
Oh, what you doing out here?
Work.
Work?
Yeah, y'all had to deliver out here or whatever.
You drive trucks?
Yeah.
Cool. You have an Instagram?
Yeah, definitely. Pull up. I'm gonna come down.
Okay. Got him. We got him. I'm fast. What's your name?
Nick.
Nick.
Yeah, what's
I'm Kimberly.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Do this all the time?
No. I was just in traffic. I was in traffic and I was like, why is that fine black man walking across the street? There's no way, like, that is a pedestrian. Like, what's going on?
How old are you, love?
I'm 33.
Damn, when your birthday?
How old are you?
When your birthday?
July 2nd, 91.
That is insane.
When's your birthday? When's your birthday?
That's crazy.
What?
July 9th.
Really? You're a Cancer?
91.
Oh my God, I hate Cancer men.
I hate you caught me looking rough.
It's okay. I really believe in my heart that you really clean up nice.
Text you.
You want to text? Okay, you can
It's
text
no
me.
reason,
You can text me. I drove you down. You can
Come on
text
now.
me. Is that Android?
Yeah, it's the little new Razor shit.
Why don't you got iPhone? Oh, thank God. Woo.
I got a reason to come up here to Tulsa.
Right? I'm a motherfucking pimp. Let me turn this big pimpin'.
She thinks she did something. Bro, tell me her approach wasn't creepy as hell. She pulled over. Why are you walking? Why are you walking? I would have just kept walking, yo. I won't lie. That to me, that is way too creepy. But look at men. We allow you girls to approach with this creepiness. Why are you walking? And the nigga actually engaged in a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, ladies, it is easy to approach us. We won't call y'all creeps, even though y'all approach mad creepingly. Why are you walking? Oh, where you from? Damn, girl, what the? Were you the police? You know what I'm saying? You would have thought she about to serve you a lawsuit or something. And she still got success. It was kind of funny, though, because he asked her age, and he was like, damn. You know he wasn't happy about that. He like, yo, old ass. Now, he probably 34 as well, or he going to be 34 because he said 91, right? So he's going to be 34. But it's just funny to me. It is funny to me that we have proof that women could throw their shot, they could shoot their shot so horribly and still succeed. Men, we need to send a drink. We need to like a bunch of photos. We need to jump through hula hoops in order for it to work. Bring roses, you know what I'm saying, to you. But y'all could be creeps and y'all still get success, y'all. Unbelievable.
Now, we don't know if that was a skit or not, but her message was well received. Ladies, you guys go out and approach men and just have fun with it. Stop being so uptight. Loosen up. Have fun with it. You guys got to risk it all just like men have been doing. If you don't take the chance to do it, you probably will end up just like some of these ladies here.
I'm having to build my bed by myself, and I don't give a fuck what y'all say. We need men. We need men. I'm never falling for the propaganda that we do not. I'm not getting on board. I'm never supporting that.
I'm an exhausted single mother living in California, paying $2,000 for rent, and I feel like I am drowning. I am drowning in debt. What I was chasing, what I thought I wanted in my life as far as marriage and children and fame and success, I don't want any of that anymore. I just want to be able to live.
Yo, I serve face, I serve body, I'm financially stable, I'm working on my next career. I'm a great time when I'm out. I'm a homebody for the most part. I like to read. I'm a deep thinker. I'm a sweetie pie angel face. Sex game crazy. And you want to be focused on the fact that I'm a little bit mentally unstable sometimes. Like,
This is a message for whoever locks me down one day. I'm in bed. It's 8 p.m. It's not even dark outside. I'm by myself with my 2 dogs and I'm watching the NBA Finals, and it's even bringing a tear to my eye. Some dude is really lucky, man. Really lucky.
If you're a guy who's attractive, motivated, and focused, here's the truth that no one tells you. Dating actually gets harder for you guys. People would assume that you have options and that you're always talking to someone. But really, most girls won't approach you. The ones who do might only see the surface. You're selective, and not because you're arrogant, but because you've built too much to just let anyone in. And you just want peace and not distraction. So yeah, you might have more attention, but finding someone who actually sees you, that's the real challenge.
I know you guys know the feeling, but you know, when you're 30 years old and you're single and you're like trying to put yourself out there, and your friends are all married and they're like, oh, let's go to the D-backs game, and you're like sick, and then you think like it's gonna be a night out, and then they're like 7th inning in and they're like, yeah, let's go get some ice cream after this, and I'm like, oh fuck, we have really different vibes of like what the night is gonna look like. So then you're like scouring for friends that are potentially out in the same area that you are. So that you're at least trying to meet new people, because God knows that when you're with your married friends, you don't really meet a lot of new people. And I love them. Like, I don't blame them. Like, I want to go home and eat fucking ice cream too. But I texted a friend and I was like, you're out, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, can I meet you? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, I'll be waiting. Like, I'm a pathetic fucking loser, but here I am, putting my best foot forward, trying to just like do things as a single woman and not like go home and like cry myself to sleep. So we all know the feeling, right? Basically, I'll let you know how the night goes and if it was worth it.
I'm a very strict woman when it comes to dating and relationships, and sometimes I just think that I was too strict, but I'm gonna share some of my rules that I've always had and that I used when I was vetting men when I was dating. So, rule number 1, I do not date men with young children. Like, I would never date a man with a child under 10. I damn sure would never date a man with a baby on the way, but I couldn't do even a 5 or a 6-year-old. I also don't date men that have multiple kids that are close in age. Like, I would never date a man that had like Irish twins or like stair steppers. That just shows me that you don't have sexual discipline and that you probably hit everything raw. And it also is clearly a sign of like cheating, because if the kids are that close in age, you were with both of them at the same time.
This girl, I've reacted to her before. She's nuts. She's crazy. She's a feminist. She has a young son, and she's raising him to be a feminist. This is why the world is the way it is now, because we have crazy women and weak men. Okay? I want to address some of the other girls in the prior clip. I like what she said. When you are dating, when you are a man that's above average, you're going to struggle too. Why? Because a lot of girls are going to just lust for you. They're not going to really vibe with you and have a connection with you based on who you are, your actual values. They're more concerned about getting their cheeks clapped, okay? Also, a lot of women are intimidated of you. I know a lot of women don't want to admit this. Oh, I'm not intimidated. Yes, you are. Like the girl in the very beginning. The girl in the very beginning said if you're like really fine, she's definitely not going to approach. But if you're average, she'll approach you. Why? Because a lot of girls want they want to be in a relationship where they have confidence over a man. If he's really attractive, he better be obsessed with her. And that's why a lot of girls want men to be obsessed with them, because they want an attractive man, but they want an attractive man they feel like they can control, and they feel like they can control you if you're obsessed with them. Okay, moving forward. I want to address this girl right here. She's a self-proclaimed freak, and she says, "Oh, I'm so good, I'm so great in bed, I'm this." And in my mind, I'm like, ew. I'm just like disgusted. Like, why are you bragging that you did nasty things to another man that's out there, and I'm supposed to put a ring on your finger? Listen, it's bad enough that we are dealing with the fact that modern women are the 304s of the past, right? What I mean by that is, traditional women were all virgins till they got married. That's how it was. I know that sounds like, it's unrealistic. That's the way it was from the beginning of time. They used to stone women to death, or the threat of stoning a woman to death if she was not a virgin on her wedding day. The idea was every man got married to a virgin who was cooperative, feminine, and friendly and fit. That was the agreed upon exchange. But now we have this modern monogamy, because like I said, monogamy should mean you should be one person your entire life. Now it's one person at a time. And so we have girls bragging about the perverse, the wholeness, the slutty stuff they've done in their past relationships. And we just have to accept it. Or we're insecure. We're insecure if we want a traditional woman. You know what I'm saying? So she thinks she's all that. She's self-proclaimed all that. And on top of that, she's crazy and she's unstable. And she's trying to figure out why you're holding that against her. Because she thinks she's so smart and she's this and she's that. The smartest girl is a girl who kept her legs closed until she got married. That's the smartest girl. Until I see that, none of you girls are that smart. Because you didn't figure out that feminism is a lie. Fornication was a lie. Listen, I understand. I engaged in fornication. But men, we've never traded our virginity or offered our virginity in marriage. That was never a thing. Okay? I know Ben Shapiro and his wife, were virgins when they, eloped. But that's what people do when they're from such a traditional society like that, which none of us come from. Okay? And honestly, I don't think Ben Shapiro's missing out on all the 304s out here. He's in a better scenario that his wife doesn't know any better and he doesn't know any better. Okay? But back to this girl, it's so funny to me that she's trying to tell the world what she wants, what she demands, and her standards for men. And she's a single mom. She's the lowest of the lowest. Not only she's a single mom, she's crazy. Look, I understand that there's some good single moms out there. I get it. But for the most part, you have to view it the way a man views it. It's bad enough that all the women we could potentially date or marry already got smashed and done perverted things to other men who are still walking this earth. But on top of that, now you have to take care of his legacy, and I have to possibly help with that, and you want me to be interested in this compared to a woman who has no children? Please make it make sense.
Of like cheating, because if the kids are that close in age, you were with both of them at the same time. When I was dating before I got married, if I ever brought up marriage around a man and he would say something like, "Oh, marriage is just a paper," or "I can't see myself being married," I would just block him and I would just never talk to him again. I've never dated a man that didn't have his own place and his own car, and I never move in with a man unless I've seen that he was able to maintain having his own place for at least a year, because there's no reason why I should trust that you could pay bills and take care of me if you can't even pay your own bills and take care of you. I've never believed in like the whole ride or die thing. I would never stay with a cheater. I would never stay with somebody disrespectful. I would never stay with anyone that like took me out of my peace or my element. I believe in leaving as soon as it gets bad. I also believe like how you start is how you finish. So I would never go out on coffee dates, ice cream dates, anything that was like super minimal. I would always say that I didn't smoke or I didn't drink. So there was no linking up and drinking and kicking it like Netflix and chill. Like I would never do any of that. If a man ever tried to take me to a bar, immediately blocked and never responded to again. So yeah, those are just some of my rules, and I have hella, and like I don't tell men, of course, when, I'm getting to know them, but I think these rules have actually saved me from a lot of douchebags and a lot of like bad situations. So
yes, ma'am, that's right. You can have.
I'm gonna answer this, and shout out to Dating Right. Link in the description. You guys want to watch the full video? The full video is 22 minutes long of his video. I only reacted to like 10 minutes of it or so. But I didn't know this girl got married. I'm surprised she got married. She still sounds the same. She has to be married to a simp, because what man is going to let his wife still talk about the men she would date if she was dating? It doesn't, that doesn't compute. Why are you talking about the men you would date as a married woman who's a single mom? You're lucky that you even got married and you're still talking about the men you would date and the things you're going to accept and blah, blah. Embarrassing. You are embarrassing your husband. Embarrassing your husband completely. And the arrogance of women like this, they think they're so smart. But if you just look at their field of activity, it's giving low value. This is not a high quality woman. No, it's not. This is a woman who is content. She doesn't like men. She clearly is a misandrist. She has all this resentment. She's online looking for the validation of other distraught, ruined women, and she's feeding them nonsense. And women are gonna believe, oh, she got married because she was she was hard, difficult, and she stuck it to men, and she didn't take this, she didn't take that. I seen a meme the other day. The meme the other day was like this. I thought it was hysterical about single moms. They're like, single moms have all these standards, but their baby daddy meets none of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, single moms have the highest standards, but their baby daddy meets none of them. Right? And I posted it on my, I think it might be a post that's coming out soon, so you guys might see it. I don't know, depending on when you watch this video, I'm going to put it on my community post. But I posted on my Instagram first, and I had a girl sitting in my DM. She's talking about like, oh, well, if you live and learn, you got to get better and this and that, and you got to improve your life. And in my mind, I'm like, I understand that. I get that women want more from life after they got hurt and treated bad, right? But the reality of it is that why should you get a more qualified man? Like, a man has to take, like, women discount the fact they have kids so much. They think that it's, and even to the point where they think it's a privilege for you to meet their children. Like, oh yeah, I'm not going to bring a man around my child until he proves what? I don't want to be around that kid. I don't know that kid. But it's just so delusional. It makes no sense to me. I get it. You feel like you made a mistake and you shouldn't have to pay your whole life for it. I get that. But we don't want to make the mistake. I don't want to make the mistake. I don't want to date a girl who made a bunch of mistakes that she's paying for. Whether you are in a lot of student loan debt, whether you got an STD, whatever your mistakes you are, listen, I hope you get through it. We're going to send a prayer for you. But my life, I'm not going to live my life as charity for another woman. Hell no. I'm not going to dedicate my life to cleaning up another woman's life. And I said that to the girl, and she's like, oh, I'm not asking you to be the cleanup person. You don't have to ask me. If you date a single mom, you are the cleanup guy. You are the guy that hopefully she can show that she's worth a damn by getting with someone that is worth a damn, even though she's been left as a baby mama or a single mom. Cleanup guy. And by the way, the girl that slid in my DMs, she has 2 kids. Maybe even more. By multiple men. Yeah, and she still thinks she deserves a chance at dating a high-value man, which, by the way, I'm sure she's going to make him wait to smash, and she's going to be difficult at first, and she ain't going to come off too easy, and all this nonsense. Mind you, she has 2 kids, and that guy, if he's valuable, he could easily just date somebody without kids and possibly, and most likely, younger. Women, I need y'all to have empathy for men. You want better, so do we, and please explain to me how you're better than a woman without kids at your status, at your level. I'm not talking about girls that are dumb, stupid, and a lot less attractive than you and are crazy and are threatening to kill a man. No, I'm talking about women that are at your level without children. Please explain to me how you're the better choice. Good luck with that. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.